Everyone loves anime where the main character has a hidden power. Hello my beautiful weebs and welcome back to another video. Today Lord will be recommending the top 10 anime where the main character has a hidden power. If you're new and happen to enjoy this sort of content, and then please don't forget to subscribe as well as turn on the notification bell for more. Anyway, let's start the video. In our first list we have Blood Lad. Its story said Stas is a powerful vampire who rules the eastern district of Demon World. According to rumors, he is a bloodthirsty and merciless monster, but in reality, Stas is just an otaku obsessed with Japanese culture and completely uninterested in human blood. Leaving the management of his territory to his underlings, Stas spends his days lazing around, indulging in anime, manga, and games. In number 9 we have The Rising of the Shield Hero. The four cardinal heroes are a group of ordinary men from modern-day Japan summoned to the kingdom of Melromarc to become its saviors. Melromarc is a country plagued by the waves of catastrophe that have repeatedly ravaged the land and brought disaster to its citizens for centuries. The four heroes are respectively bestowed a sword, spear, bow, and shield to vanquish these waves. Iwatani, an otaku, becomes cursed with the fate of being the shield hero. Armed with only a measly shield, Iwatani is belittled and ridiculed by his fellow heroes and the kingdom's people due to his weak offensive capabilities and lackluster personality. When the heroes are provided with resources and comrades to train with, Iwatani sets out with the only person willing to train alongside him. In number 8 we have My Hero Academia. The appearance of Quirk's newly discovered superpowers has been steadily increasing over the years, with 80% of humanity possessing various abilities from manipulation of elements to shape-shifting. This leaves the remainder of the world completely powerless, and Midoriya is one such individual. Since he was a child, the ambitious middle schooler has wanted nothing more than to be a hero. Midoriya's unfair fate leaves him admiring heroes and taking notes on them whenever he can. But it seems that his persistence has borne some fruit. Midoriya meets the number one hero and his personal idol, All Might. All Might's quirk is a unique ability that can be inherited, and he has chosen Midoriya to be his successor. Enduring many months of grueling training, Midoriya enrolls in UA High, a prestigious high school famous for its excellent hero training program. And this year's freshmen look especially promising. With his bizarre but talented classmates and the looming threat of a villainous organization, Midoriya will soon learn what it really means to be a hero. In number 7 we have Plunderer. Alsha is a world governed by count numbers engraved on a person's body, representing any number related to their life. These counts determine a person's social status and power in Alsha. If a count reaches 0, the person is sent to the abyss, a place rumored to be worse than death. Legendary Ace, heroes of the war that happened 300 years ago, bearing a white star next to their count Licht reveals that he has another count, one with a white star, one of a legendary ace. Plunderer follows the journey of Hina and other inhabitants of Alsha as they discover the truth about their world, the abyss, and the legendary aces. On number 6 we have Charlotte. While on the surface Yu Otozaka appears to be just another charming and intelligent teenager, he has a secret. He has the ability to slip into people's minds and fully control their body for 5 seconds at a time. Yu has been using this skill for years to gain the highest grades, which allowed him to enter a prestigious high school. When the enigmatic Naotomura catches Yu using his power, she coerces him and his sister Ayumi into transferring to Hoshinami Academy, a school for students with supernatural abilities. The student council of the school, led by Nao, is tasked with secretly tracking down adolescents who abuse their powers. Yu is forced to join the student council, and together, they face formidable challenges that bring him closer to the shocking truth that his own, seemingly incomplete ability might be more powerful than he could have ever imagined. An original story from Jun Maeda, creator of Angel Beats and Clannad, Charlotte explores the supernatural lives of these teenagers and the price they must pay for being special. In number 5 we have Black Clover. Asta and Yuno were abandoned at the same church on the same day. Raised together as children, they came to know of the Wizard King, a title given to the strongest mage in the kingdom, and promised that they would compete against each other for the position of the next Wizard King. However, as they grew up, the stark difference between them became evident. While Yuno is able to wield magic with amazing power and control, Asta cannot use magic at all and desperately tries to awaken his powers by training physically. When they reach the age of 15, Yuno is bestowed a spectacular grimoire with a 4-leaf clover, while Asta receives nothing. However, soon after, Yuno is attacked by a person named Lebeauty, whose main purpose is to obtain Yuno's grimoire. Asta tries to fight Lebeauty, but he is outmatched. Though without hope and on the brink of defeat, he finds the strength to continue when he hears Yuno's voice. Unleashing his inner emotions in a rage, Asta receives a 5-leaf clover grimoire, a black clover, giving him enough power to defeat Lebeauty. In number 4 we have The Misfit of Demon Academy. In the distant past, a war between humans and demons brought about widespread chaos and bloodshed. To put an end to this seemingly endless conflict, Demon King Anos Voldigoat willingly sacrificed his life, hoping to be reborn in a peaceful future. In preparation for their king's return, the demon race created the Demon King Academy, an elite institution tasked with determining Anos' identity when he reawakens. He reincarnates 2 millennia later, but to his surprise, he soon learns that the level of magic in the world has drastically waned during his absence. In number 3 we have Radiant. Nemesis, powerful and mysterious demonic entities that fall from the sky and vaporize anything they touch. The only ones who can combat these creatures are sorcerers, those who have survived an encounter with a nemesis but were infected in the process. Seth, a sorcerer from Pompo Hills, sets out on an adventure to exterminate all these nemesis. Accompanying him are Doc and Maillet, fellow sorcerers who share his ideal. Their main objective is to bring about a world where sorcerers are no longer persecuted for being infected, and to that end, desire to destroy the source of the nemesis themselves, the mythical Radiant. In number 2 we have How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. When it comes to the fantasy Merpage Cross Reverie, none can match the power of the Demon King Diablo. Possessing the game's rarest artifacts and an unrivaled player level, he overpowers all foolish enough to confront him. But despite his fearsome reputation, Diablo's true identity is Takuma Sakamoto, a shut-in gamer devoid of any social skills. Defeating hopeless challengers day by day, Takuma cares about nothing else but his virtual life, that is, until a summoning spell suddenly transports him to another world where he has Diablo's appearance. In this new world resembling his favorite game, Takuma is greeted by the 2 girls who summoned him, Rem Gaeleu, a petite Pantherian adventurer, and Shara L. Greenwood, a busty elf summoner. And lastly, one of my favorite, Seraph of the End. With the appearance of a mysterious virus that kills everyone above the age of 13, mankind becomes enslaved by previously hidden, power-hungry vampires who emerge in order to subjugate society with the promise of protecting the survivors, in exchange for donations of their blood. Among these survivors are Yuichiro and Michaela Hayakiya, 2 young boys who are taken captive from an orphanage, along with other children whom they consider family. Discontent with being treated like livestock under the vampire's cruel reign, Michaela hatches a rebellious escape plan that is ultimately doomed to fail. The only survivor to come out on the other side is Yuichiro, who is found by the Moon Demon Company, a military unit dedicated to exterminating the vampires in Japan. Many years later, now a member of the Japanese Imperial Demon Army, Yuichiro is determined to take revenge on the creatures that slaughtered his family. I hope you enjoy the video. See ya in the next video. But don't forget to like and subscribe for more.